Imagine this. You're about to go into a job interview. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, and you really want to nail it. But then you start to think about all of the things that could go wrong. What if you freeze up? What if you can't answer a question? What if you say something stupid? Interviews can be scary for some people. But don't worry. Think Tank Financial is here to help. In this video, we'll share proven tips and strategies on how to ace an interview and get the job you want. First, make sure you're well prepared before the interview. This means you should know everything you can about the company, the job, and the industry. The better prepared you are, the more confident you'll be during the interview. It is always best to start revising the basics of your profession a few days before the interview. Once you're through with the revision, it'll be much easier for you to focus on the interviewer's questions and answer them confidently. Before the interview, make sure to get enough sleep and eat a healthy breakfast. This is very important as you want your body and mind to be as fresh as possible for the interview. Research suggests that people who are well rested and have eaten breakfast are more likely to do better in job interviews as compared to people who stayed up all night or skipped breakfast. With your mind well rested and body nourished, you're more likely to give thoughtful and articulate answers to the interviewer's questions. On D-Day, be sure to dress the part. First impressions are everything, so you want to make sure you look professional and polished. Experts say that dressing formally for an interview shows that you're serious about the job and that you respect the company's culture. It's best to wear a two-piece suit or a dress with closed-toe shoes. A tie is optional, but it can't hurt to wear one. The color combination of your clothes should be conservative. Stick to earth tones or jewel tones. And lastly, make sure your clothes are well pressed and free of wrinkles. On the day of the interview, be sure to arrive early. Whether you're commuting by car or using a public transportation system, plan for traffic and give yourself plenty of time to get to the interview location. Arriving early will help you calm your nerves and acclimatize to your surroundings. Once you're in the interview, be confident and stay positive. Your interview starts the moment you enter the room, so make sure you make eye contact with the interviewer and have a firm handshake. Experts suggest it's best to let the interviewer offer their hand first. This shows that you're respectful and aware of social cues. Remember, the interviewer is looking for someone who is excited about the job and is confident in their abilities. So even if you're feeling nervous, try your best to exude confidence. One way to do this is to make strong eye contact, sit up straight, and keep your hands relaxed. Your body language should convey that you're comfortable and confident. Remember, everybody is nervous to some extent during job interviews, but those who can control their nerves and present themselves confidently are more likely to succeed. Now let's move on to the interview itself. The first few minutes of the interview are crucial as they set the tone for the rest of the conversation. Start off by introducing yourself and thanking the interviewer for taking the time to meet with you. When you're answering questions, don't just give brief one-word answers. Instead, take the time to elaborate and provide examples to back up your points. This will show that you're articulate and that you have done your homework. You may also use hand gestures, but avoid fidgeting as this can be distracting. It's also important to be an active listener during the interview. This means really paying attention to what the interviewer is saying and asking thoughtful questions. Asking questions shows that you're interested in the job and that you've been paying attention to the conversation. It's best to prepare a few questions in advance, but make sure they're not too generic or obvious. Remember to relax and be yourself. The interview is a chance for the employer to get to know you, so try to be natural and friendly. Avoid sounding rehearsed or fake. Be honest in your answers, and don't try to memorize pre-planned answers. The goal is to show the interviewer that you're intelligent, articulate, and likable. Now let's tackle a difficult situation. Suppose the interviewer asks you a question, but you don't know the answer. In this case, it's best to be honest and admit that you don't know. Don't try to make up an answer or pretend like you know what you're talking about. This will only make you look bad. Instead, try to offer a thoughtful and well-reasoned explanation of why you don't know the answer. For example, you could say something like, "That's a great question. I don't know the answer, but I'm really interested in finding out. Can you tell me more about that?" This shows that you're curious and willing to learn. Finally, be sure to thank the interviewer for their time when the interview is over. This shows that you're courteous and grateful for the opportunity. Also, be sure to follow up with a thank you note or email within 24 hours of the interview. This is another opportunity to express your interest in the job and solidify your relationship with the interviewer. Job interviews can be nerve-wracking, but if you're well prepared and confident, you're more likely to succeed. So do your homework, relax, and be yourself. With these tips, you're sure to ace your next job interview. Think Tank Financial is releasing more videos like this. So, stay tuned by subscribing to our channel and good luck with your job search.